Hi, my name's Seth Alvo, and I've been working in the field of car audio and mobile electronics for over 8 years. I've installed everything from navigation systems to full car stereo systems, remote starters, alarms, and beyond. To learn more, visit our website at www.movingon.com. Because subwoofers are such a popular item, we have a lot of people coming in asking the same questions. Subwoofers are misunderstood. Because subwoofers get a bad reputation a lot of times because people play them so loud, a lot of times people say, is my subwoofer going to sound like that? Is it going to rattle my trunk? And the answer is, yeah, if you want it to, but if you don't want it to, it's not. A properly installed and adjusted subwoofer is going to blend in with the rest of the sound in your car, and you're going to love the way it sounds. It's only going to improve the way your car stereo is. If your objective is to drive down the street and be heard for blocks, then we can put two 12-inch subwoofers in your car and a 3,000 watt amplifier, and good for you. But in most cases, we're going to make it blend in with the car stereo that it's being integrated with. We often get asked, do I need an amplifier for my subwoofer? And the answer is yes, always. Subwoofers will always need an amplifier. Whether it's a self-powered amplifier with an amp built into it, or it's your standard subwoofer that gets screwed into a wooden box. Subwoofers are big, and yes, they need an amp. The great thing about subwoofers is their versatility. They can be added to just about any car stereo system just the way it is. If you get a car right from the factory with a great sound system and you want a little bit more impact, we can add a subwoofer right onto it. If you're having your entire system redone, we can custom build a subwoofer right into the system to meld in with all the other speakers. We get asked about subwoofer sizes a lot. If you want deep bass, you get a 12-inch. If you want kind of normal bass, you get a 10-inch. If you want tight, punchy bass, you get an 8-inch. A lot of that's going to depend on the amount of space that you're willing to give up and the type of bass that you want. Because a lot of people have the preconceived notion that a subwoofer is a big clunky object that's going to take up tons of space in the trunk. A lot of times people ask, can I hide the subwoofer? Well, first of all, there are a lot of custom-built boxes that are made to fit your specific vehicle. It'll look like it's part of the sidewall of the trunk, or sometimes it replaces a part of the car like an armrest. There are self-powered units that can be hidden right underneath the driver or passenger seat. These self-powered units are nowhere near as big and nowhere near as loud as most subwoofers, but they get the job done and they fit in tight spaces. A lot of people ask us, if you're putting the subwoofer in my trunk, then how am I going to hear it? Well, the great thing about bass and the sound that subwoofers produce is that it is not directional at all. If you put a subwoofer behind you, in front of you, to the left of you, you can't tell where the sound is coming from. Bass is omnidirectional. We like to think of bass as water, and we like to think of treble like pins and needles. Pins and needles are not going to be able to make it through walls, but water is. It goes through everything. The bass that comes from subwoofers is the same way. We usually face it towards the back of the car in the trunk, and you can't tell where it's coming from.